Hi all, welcome to a new post today. And globalization is getting even more stronger with the free trade agreements and also accession to various trading blocs such as your RCEP or the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework or even your Trans-Pacific Partnership. Yes, today we are going to speak about something that is relating to a trading bloc, and it's related to the US's accession or the membership to the Comprehensive Partnership Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. So it's CPTPP, also called as TPP 11. Now, Britain has reached an agreement with this major trading bloc in the Pacific region. Let's look at what is this trading bloc about, what are the positives and not so positive outcomes with regard to Britain's accession to this trading bloc, because we need to remember that this is the very first agreement that Britain has signed now with the trading bloc after the Brexit. So that is after Britain pulling out from the European Union. So Britain has reached an agreement now with the trading bloc in the Pacific region, and the combined total GDP, let me tell you, of this trading bloc is about $13.6 trillion. So with the joining of UK as the 12th member now, it will become almost like $15 trillion. So this is the country's, with this the country's focus now has shifted from the European Union after it has left it after the Brexit, and now to the Indo-Pacific. So the country now has become the first new member and the first in Europe to join the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement on Trans-Pacific Partnership since it came into being in 2018. Now this Comprehensive Progressive Trans-Pacific Partnership, or the CPTPP, is a free trade agreement with 11 members. Britain or UK is now the 12th member. So the members include Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, Peru, New Zealand, Singapore and Vietnam. It is a successor to the parent Trans-Pacific Partnership, which was dissolved after the US pulling out during the term of Donald Trump in 2017. Now, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has hailed the deal and said that it puts UK at the center of a dynamic and a growing group of Pacific economies. Let me tell you, UK is also the membership of the new grouping called as AUKUS between Australia, US and United Kingdom itself. So what exactly is the CPTPP all about? Now as I told you, it is a successor to the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, and this TPP did not come into force. It was after the US pulled out of TPP in 2017 that in 2018 this Comprehensive Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership came into being. So it's a successor of the TPP and it is called as TPP 11. Now this Trans-Pacific Partnership itself was a proposed trade agreement between the 12 Pacific Rim economies. It did not come into being, but let's have a look at who are the members. So it includes all the Pacific Rim economies such as Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, Vietnam and United States. United States pulled out of this group in 2017. The proposal was signed in 2016, but it could not be ratified because of the pulling out of US. Now, this was the TPP was opposed by both the Democrats and the Republicans together. So after the pulling out of the US, the remaining countries negotiated a new trade agreement called as the CPTPP, which incorporates most of the provisions of the TPP and entered into force in December 2018. So the TPP itself is an expansion of a very small grouping called as the P4, or the Trans-Pacific Strategic Economic Partnership Agreement, or the TPSEP, which was formed in 2005 with just 4 countries, that is Brunei, Chile, New Zealand and Singapore, and in 2008 it started to expand to include all the other countries which I just mentioned. So the membership of the UK to the CPTPP is being hailed. Let me tell you that UK is an important ally of US. There are also discussions in the geopolitical fora whether US will come back to the CPTPP because of UK's accession. So let's keep the geopolitical issues aside for now, but let's look into the positives and the not so positive outcomes which the UK government itself speaks about because of the membership of UK to CPTPP. Let me tell you, this is a major agreement for UK, and that too after Rishi Sunak as a Prime Minister, that UK has now signed a major a pact with the trading bloc after the Brexit. So it's many people, many businesses are counting on the growth and economic development after UK pulls out of European Union. That's the Brexit. On the positive side, let me tell you that Britain's deal will cut tariffs for exports of various goods, especially drinks, cars, food, etc., and will grant market access to around 500 million people in this trade group. The UK estimates that the CPTPP will boost the economy to pound 1.8 billion in the long term and lift the wages to almost pound 800 billion compared to the 2019-11. The Trade Secretary said that it is also a powerful signal for the Britain as it is using the post-Brexit freedom to reach out to new markets now and around the world, and also which will lead to growth of the UK economy after the Brexit deal. The Trade Secretary further said that this is a part of the world, praising the Indo-Pacific region, saying that the Indo-Pacific is a very important part of the world which is going to play a very important role in the future to come, and it will drive economic growth and also will lay down the rules of trade, and therefore UK does not want to leave out being a part of this grouping. Now the CPTPP accession will also provide the United Kingdom a significant economic growth potential via financial services and digital trade with the CPTPP members. The deal aims to cut down red tape, which has been an issue for the British businesses, which will no longer be required to open offices or be residents of the member countries to provide services there. So they will be saving a lot of money which goes into corruption or red tape which goes for waste. And the last is that it is a big opportunity for the Scottish whisky business, the cars, etc., and also a boost to the local industries as well. Now, on the not so positive side, it is the UK government itself that speaks that it is unlikely to be transformational for the UK economy. And already, let me tell you that the UK already has FTAs or agreements, free trade agreements, with 9 out of 11 members of the CPTPP, and 12th is UK. The 12th member will be UK. So almost with already 9 members, it already has free trade agreements, and therefore they don't see a very big boost to UK industries or growth because of the membership and the change with just 2 countries coming up. Becoming a CPTPP member means 99% of the UK exports to the 11 countries will now be eligible for tariff-free trade, and this includes exports like your cars, chocolates, cheese, machinery, gin, whiskey, etc. In September 2022 itself, the United Kingdom exported almost £60 billion of worth goods to the CPTPP countries, and therefore the economists there do not see a much more bigger boost just with the addition of 2 more members in the grouping. Over the next 15 years, it is estimated that the UK accession to the grouping will push the GDP by only 0.08%. So they look at it as a very small figure, and that too in the next 15 years, because already Britain has existing free trade agreements with the most of the CPTPP members, that's 9 out of 11. The agreement also won't make up for the loss of the GDP for UK because of it leaving the European Union or the Brexit phenomena. And this was said by the government itself. So all this analysis is given by the UK economist itself. The UK Office of Budget and Responsibility says now that the economic forecast of the government expects the Brexit to reduce Britain's output. So Britain pulling out from the European Union will decrease its output, and therefore it does not see a big boost to the formality or the membership of Britain to the CPTPP. And also let me tell you that the UK Trade and Business Commission has criticized the deal, saying that the distance of the countries is too far off, and rather than looking at the countries at home, that is the European Union, it does not make sense for UK to look off too far off markets, because the cost involved in trading, shipping, etc. will add on to that. So while the economic benefits, let me tell you, are modest now, but we really cannot predict because the grouping, the membership has just started, and yes, Britain might be having a free trade agreement with 11 countries, but we do not know in the future it might get a big boost and many agreements or opening to many businesses, boost in manufacturing, etc. might happen. So it's a very nascent stage to actually predict, but this is the analysis that is given by the economists about the membership of UK to the CPTPP. So let me tell you that while these economic benefits are modest, now it's a big achievement for Rishi Sunak's government, because we have seen almost 2 prime ministers change after the Brexit phenomena, where they could not manage the government, etc. And this also puts a legitimacy and adds momentum to Britain's Indo-Pacific tilt. As I already told you, UK is a member of the AUKUS grouping, and a lot coming up with the AUKUS grouping. Recently they have signed, UK has signed an agreement along with US for Australia to supply it with nuclear power submarines, and also a big boost to defense partnership. So Britain's accession to the CPTPP will inject energy into this trade bloc, which has not been too much, and also there is a discussion going on that US might join the bloc because of UK. And the trade bloc is just very new. It's just about 5 years since its beginning, and so this is the 5th year, and already apart from UK there are many other countries who want to join this trade bloc. So let me tell you that it is the largest free trade area as of now on the globe. So the other countries that are touting for the membership are China, Taiwan, Costa Rica, Uruguay, Ecuador, and many other in the line. Let me tell you, the membership to this grouping also is very difficult. It is after 2 years that UK has signed the formalities that now the membership has been confirmed. So the standardization with regard to the documentaries, the requirements of market at home, etc., is very, very difficult. So these countries now getting into the grouping is it's not very easy. It will take some time, but definitely it is being a free trade agreement that is touted by many countries and looking forward to. So it's a nascent stage to really analyze, but immediately now what is said is about the positive and the not so positive outcomes. So I hope this information was really important to you all, because we not only CPTPP, we had the RCEP discussion, we have India, which is a part of the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, we have the AUKUS now, and now we have the CPTPP, and a new geopolitical news coming up that US might be show interest to join the grouping because of UK's membership. So there's lots more to look for in the future, that is for the geopolitical fallouts of this membership, and also what impact it's going to be for UK, because after UK pulled out of Brexit, this is a really very big beginning for boosting the growth and economic development. If you did like this, please like, share, comment, and I shall see you in my next post. Happy learning.